Data Dynasty YouTube channel. Here we are going to present the content related to the data science domain. And the agenda of the today video is to learn more about the relational database. Um, let's get into the main content. The agenda of this video is to know what is relational database and what is the actual definition of a relational database, and and we need to know about a relational database model, and and then we will know more about the relational database with some example, and we will discuss about the benefits of a relational database, and finally we will compare the relational database and non-relational databases, and at the conclusion of this video we will know what is relational database management systems and what are the technologies that we have today. Okay. What is relational database? Relational database management. Relational database is a collection of information that organizes data in a predefined relationship where data is stored in one or more tables of columns and rows, and making it easy to use and see understand how different data structures related to each other. And the relations are the logical relationships between different tables, which help us to uh, make a connection between the different tables. And let's see what the actual definition of a relational database. Here it is: relational database is a way of structuring information in tables, rows, and columns. It describes that the data is structured in a tables and rows and columns, and relation database has the ability to establish links or relationship between information by joining tables, uh, which makes it easy to understand and gain insights about the relationship between various data points. Uh, in database, we have a different number of tables. So when we need to um, join these tables to get more information from the data, so we use the relation database to establish the relations between these tables and gain insights about the what relationship between the tables is. And let's discuss about the what is relational database model. And actually, the relational database model was developed by E.F. Cord from IBM in the years 1970s. This model helps us to relate it to actually this model helps us to relate it to another table with more common attributes. And instead, here Cord proposed a shift to using a data model where data is stored, accessed, and deleted in tables without reorganizing the tables that contain there. And let's think of the relational database as a collection of spreadsheet files that help businesses organize, manage, and relate data. In relational database model, each spreadsheet is a table that stores information as represented as columns and rows. Here, attributes specify a data type, and each record or row contains a value of a specific data type. And all tables in a okay. Let's get into an example of relation database. Let's take an example that we have two tables named customer table and order table. In relational database, every table has a primary key, which is a unique identifier to identify each row in a data. and and the and it helps us to make relationship between two or more tables. And here we have a customer table and a order table. And customer table with a customer ID as a primary key, and we have a customer name and billing address and shipping address. In the customer table, the customer ID is a primary key that uniquely identifies whose customer is the relational database. No other customer have the same customer ID. And the order table contains the transaction information about an order. And here, when we look into the order table, order ID is a primary key, and customer ID is a foreign key which makes a connection with the customer table. And order date, shipping date, and order status. Here, the primary key to identify a specific order is order ID. You can connect a customer with an order ID by using a foreign key linked to the customer ID from the customer table. The tables are now related based on a shared customer ID, which means you can query both tables to create a formal report or use the data for the other application. For instance, a retail branch manager could generate a report all about customers who made a purchase on a specific date, or figure out which customers had orders that had delay delivered date in the last month. The above explanation is to mean to be simple, but relational database also excel at showing very complex relationship between data, allowing you to reference data in more tables as long as the data conforms to the predefined relation scheme of your table database. As the data is organized as a predefined relationship, you can query the data declaratively. A declarative query is a, is a way to define what you want to extract data from a system without expressing how the system should compute the result. This is at the heart of database system as opposed to other systems. And the examples of a relation database is uh, there when we begin to learn about many relation database management systems that use the relation database model. A relation database system is a program which we use it to create a update and manage relation database. Some of most well-known RDMS systems include MySQL, PostgreSQL, MariaDB, and Microsoft SQL Server and Oracle database. And let's discuss about the benefits of a relation database. The main benefit of a relation database model is to provide a intuitive way to represent data and allows easy to access the related data points. As a result, relation databases are mostly commonly used by organizations that need to manage large amounts of structured data, from tracking inventory to processing transactional data to application logging. And there are many other advantages using a relation database to manage and store your data, including uh, asset compliances. And what it means that relation database support a asset, which stands for atomicity, consistency, isolation, durability, and totally known as asset performances to ensure data validity regardless of errors, failures, or other potential misshapes. And we will learn more about in upcoming videos about the asset compliances. And the flexibility, when we discuss about the flexibility, it's easy to add, update, or delete tables, relationships, and make other changes to data whenever you need to whenever you need without changing the overall database structure or impacting a existing application. and easy of use. It's easy to run a complex query using a SQL, which enables even non-technical users to learn how to interact with the database. As coming to the collaboration, multiple people can operate and access data simultaneously. Built-in logging prevents simultaneous access to the data when it's being updated. When we discuss about the security in a relation database, role-based security ensures that data access is limited to specific users. And as coming to the database normalization, relation database employ a design technique known as a normalization that reduces data redundancy and improve data integrity. Let's compare the relation versus non-relation databases. When we compare these two types of relation databases, relation database stores the data in a tabular format, but when we coming to the non-relation database, it does not store the data in a tabular format. Here we discuss main things to make a difference between these two databases. And it is a relation database is not suitable for data that changes regularly. Uh, when we coming to the non-relation database, and we need to notice that non-relation database is also known as NoSQL databases. And non-relation database is flexible for data that changes frequently. And finally, when the final difference between these two databases, relation database can be used for semi-structured data formats, and non-relation database are mostly used for unstructured data formats. This we will learn more about this data formats in the upcoming video. What is structured, what is unstructured, what is semi-structured. We will learn more about it. This shows that visual representation of how data in a relation database and non-relation databases. Uh, we have different types of relation database management system like Oracle, MySQL, and IBM DB2 and Microsoft SQL. And what is that relation database management system that describes as? It is a program that we use it to create, update, and manage relational databases. Um, and we have our own NoSQL databases such as database management systems such as MongoDB, and this is all about the relation database systems and non-relation database system. Thank you. Okay, subscribe to this channel and make a like the video and comment share it to your friends.